Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Man United Misfit Donny Fck seals Eintracht Frankfurt move. Forgotten Man United midfielder Donny Fck has finally secured an exit route out of Old Trafford amid the news that a move to Germany is on the horizon. Italian transfer expert Fabrizio Romano reports that Bundesliga outfit Eintracht Frankfurt have reached an agreement with Man United to take the Dutchman on a short-term loan deal. According to Romano, Frankfurt will fork out a loan fee to snap up Van de Beek, although he stopped short of providing details of the finances involved. Van de Beek is expected to join the Germans when the January transfer window opens and will remain at Dutch Bank Park until the end of the season. Frankfurt retains an option to make Van de Beek's move permanent at the end of the season in a deal worth around 15 million euros, but it's understood they are under no obligation to activate that clause. Van de Beek has been on the fringes at Old Trafford over the past two seasons, and not even a reunion with Erik Tanhaag was enough to revive his Man United career. A tie problem during the back end of the 21-22 campaign signaled the beginning of the end of his career at the Theatre of Dreams as the Dutchman struggled to shake off subsequent injury issues. Van de Beek managed just 10 appearances across all competitions last season before picking up a season-ending injury in Man United's first game of the year. The season hasn't offered the Netherlands international any reprieve, as he has featured just twice in all competitions since returning to fitness. Van de Beek's career at Man United is effectively dead in the water, and a move to Frankfurt could be what the doctor ordered for the once promising Dutchman. Perhaps things could be different if he lights up the Bundesliga in his 6-month spell, but that seems highly unlikely, with Man United more than happy to get the ex-Ajax man off their bloated wage bill. Sergio Reguilon could end Man United loan and head to Borussia Dortmund in January. Manchester United's defense has let manager Erik Tanhaag down terribly this season, conceding the joint second most goals in the group stages of the Champions League en route to a humiliating exit from Europe. To add insult to injury, the Red Devils have conceded 3 or more goals on 9 occasions this campaign, with 4 of them coming at Old Trafford. Injuries have not helped matters, especially in the fullback position, with both Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia suffering long-term injuries, forcing the club to bring in Sergio Reguilon on loan during the summer transfer window. The Spaniard has been quite injury-prone himself, but has shown spirit when selected, especially while going on the attack, but he remains suspect defensively. The Tottenham Hotspur man has made 10 appearances so far this season, but the United manager recently revealed that the former Real Madrid man's loan contract has a break clause which can be activated in January. He said, "We have to make a final decision on Reguilon, but also there are Spurs who are involved in that conversation as well." Even though he has not done anything too special during his time at the club, Reguilon's services might be required going forward, especially considering Malacia's uncertain future. But a report from Sky Germany has indicated that Borussia Dortmund are interested in acquiring the Spain international in January after Spurs recall him from his loan spell at the Theatre of Dreams. Reguilon is desperate to nail down a starting berth since his move from La Liga, and the Bundesliga giants are searching for cover in that position, as confirmed by Edin Terzic himself. Diogo Dalot has deputized in that specific role multiple times this season and could be forced to don that hat with more regularity in the second half of the season if the Spaniard ends up leaving. Casemiro accept now may be the right time to leave Manchester United. Casemiro has reportedly accepted that now is the right time to leave Man United, and the Old Trafford club will not stand in his way. This is according to 90 Minute, who claimed that Casemiro is ready to leave Man United in January after accepting his future lies away from Old Trafford. Despite initial fantastic performances that led to manager Erik Tanhaag describing the Brazilian as magnificent and the player being widely regarded as one of United's players of the season, it has all turned sour quite rapidly this campaign. The Real Madrid legend made a very sluggish start to the season and has been out of action since October, missing 13 games to date this season. However, even though the midfielder is appearing to be declining significantly, there is still interest in acquiring his services. The People's Person has relayed information that Paris Saint-Germain may be interested in buying the player, but 90 Minutes state that financial fair play restrictions make a move for the player overly complicated. There have also been reports that the player has a strong desire to play for Bayern München. However, in the meandering road of transfer stories, there was a report relayed here yesterday that concluded the Brazilian was still viewed as a major player at United. Nonetheless, 90 Minute disagree. They believe that Saudi Arabian clubs are very interested in signing up the multiple Champions League winner. The outlet asserts United appreciate the opportunity to recoup most, if not all, of the money they paid for Casemiro may not come around again, and there is a growing sense that the club's hierarchy would sanction a transfer in January if an interested party were to bid. Saudi interest has also been documented by other reports here over the last few weeks. Transfers usually take two to tango, and the site confirms that sources have confirmed to 90 Minute that Casemiro also accepts now may be the right time to leave United, with interest from the Saudi Pro League remain high. However, there is a caveat to this or any deal. Until Inuya's 25% takeover is complete, it's largely impossible for the club to sanction any sort of major transfer in regards to incomings or outgoings. Erik Tanhaag said to come under greater pressure if Man United are thrashed by Liverpool. Manchester United boss Erik Tanhaag is said to come under more intense pressure if his side are badly beaten by Liverpool this weekend. United are set to travel to Anfield to take on Liverpool tomorrow. Heading into the game, the two clubs are in completely contrasting form. The Red Devils are coming off the back of two consecutive defeats against Bournemouth and Bayern München respectively. The latter result saw Erik Ten Hag's men dumped out of Europe completely. Liverpool, on the other hand, are currently leading the Premier League standings with 37 points. United are 10 points adrift of their bitter rivals. After the loss versus Bayern, it was suggested that Ten Hag's job is back under scrutiny, especially with Sir Jim Ratcliffe closing in on his partial 25% investment into the club. A report covered by the People's Person relied that the Inuit billionaire met with former Chelsea manager Graham Potter to discuss the possibility of taking over as Ten Hag's replacement. Another coach who has been tipped to arrive in the Old Trafford dugout is Julian Lopetegui. According to the Manchester Evening News, should Ten Hag lose against Liverpool, his tenure at United will become even more threatened. The report read, Erik Ten Hag is expected to come under greater pressure at Manchester United if they lose badly to Liverpool on Sunday. Well-placed sources say Ten Hag's position will be viewed as weaker if they suffer a third successive defeat at Anfield, barring another annihilation by their greatest rivals. Ten Hag is still expected to remain in charge for the fixture away to West Ham United on December 23. Sources indicate United football director John Murtough has no intention of seeking Ten Hag's dismissal, while interim chief executive Patrick Stewart is not empowered to make such a major decision. It's understood that at the moment, only United co-chairman Joel Glazer has the authority to sack Ten Hag before Ratcliffe officially comes in. Jurgen Klopp fearful of Manchester United turning it around against Liverpool. Not many Manchester United fans are optimistic of their team getting a positive result or even a point from their game at Anfield. Ironically, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp might be the most optimistic of United chances for the game. Klopp was talking to reporters in his pre-match press conference for the game and admitted he was wary of a wounded United. The Liverpool manager said that he doesn't like it when headlines around Man United aren't good before we play them because of the chip on the shoulder it creates. He said United always aim to turn things and put them right in that scenario, inevitably resulting in a negative result for his side. Club even went as far as to say that United become stronger the more people say bad things about them. Here is what he said in full. I have never liked it when the headlines about Manchester United aren't good before we play them, because then that's the game where they can put things right. I don't like that at all. The more people say bad things about them, the stronger they become. While that might be a way for a club to keep his team switched on for a fixture whose result many are expecting to be a foregone conclusion, his statement has a precedent. Last season, United welcomed Liverpool to Old Trafford near the beginning of the season after heavy defeats to Brighton and Brentford, widely expected to take a battering from visiting Liverpool. United instead turned it around, playing with passion and vigor, completely outplaying the club's man on the day. It was the game Erik Tanhaag's tenure at United took a turn for the better and served to bring the squad together as then qualified for Europe and won the Carabao Cup. Liverpool, on the other hand, missed out on a top 4 position as the two clubs went in opposite directions. However, while the narrative around United is similar to what it was then, the situation isn't. That United was in the starting stages of finding its identity under the new manager, while the current version seems to be losing itself. Man United pressing to sign AC Milan centre-back Ficinho Tomori. Manchester United are pressing to sign AC Milan centre-back Ficinho Tomori as per Milan Web. Tomori has established himself as one of the best defenders in Serie A since his move from Chelsea. He is currently an undisputed starter for the Rossoneri and has a contract until June 2027. Despite this, there is speculation over his future, and Milan Web report that the Red Devils are pressing to sign him. Their interest could become increasingly stronger in the near future. Erik Tanhaag's side could have the chance to sign him for 40 million euros next summer if they can offer him a large salary. A move is unlikely to happen in January as Milan have no intention to sell. The Rossoneri are prepared to wait until the summer before raising funds from player sales. Tomori has been earmarked as a possible candidate that they could sacrifice at the end of the season. The Red Devils have been defensively vulnerable at different stages of the current campaign, and there is clearly a need to strengthen the central defensive department next year. Raphael Varane has fallen out of favor under manager Erik Tanhaag. The Frenchman made his first start in 7 weeks on Tuesday after Victor Lindelof was unavailable for selection. With Harry Maguire's injury, the World Cup winner could get an extended run in the 11, but his future is doubtful with his contract expiring next summer. He could leave on a free transfer. Aside from him, Maguire's future could also come under the radar in the summer, while there will be questions over Lindelof's position too. Hence, we fancy the club to sign two centre-backs. A deal for Tomori seems unlikely in January due to the injury crisis at Milan. The club are currently looking at Barcelona's Clément Lenglet as a temporary solution at the start of the year. United may have to wait for Tomori until the summer, but he would be a good acquisition. The England international is a strong ball-playing centre-back and has completed 91% of his passes this term. Tomori should require little to no time to adapt, having already played and excelled in England. Pounded believes Graham Potter would be great coach for Man United. There has been a lot of speculation surrounding the manager's job at Man United this week, and one rumor is that Graham Potter is in contention to replace Erik Tanhaag at Old Trafford. According to Sky Sports, the former Chelsea boss is expected to be high on Man United's shortlist of managerial candidates once Ineos are running football operations, but as of now, they have no plans of parting ways with Tanhaag. Potter has been out of work since being sacked by Chelsea earlier this year after failing to have success at one of Europe's most chaotic clubs at present. Frank Lampard and current manager Mauricio Pochettino have not had any luck either in making the Blues into a good team, which has helped the former Brighton manager's stock. Speaking about the potential of Potter taking over at Old Trafford should Ten Hag be sacked anytime soon, former footballer and now pundit Stan Collymore believes the Englishman would be a great coach for Man United, but is not a big enough manager to turn things around at the Manchester club. Writing in his latest column for Caught Offside, Collymore said, Graham Potter would be a great coach for Manchester United, in my opinion. That club, however, needs a manager with a massive personality. Ten Hag hasn't been that. David Moyes didn't have it. Mourinho was, but the job maybe came at the wrong time in his career, and he wasn't attack-minded enough for the Old Trafford faithful. Therefore, I don't think Potter is a big enough manager to be able to turn things around at Old Trafford, but he is still a very good coach. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.